eukaryotic. Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of The Pellucid Witch by G. Owen Wears, which is a post-apocalyptic fantasy novel from 2020. It's an indie published book, so I am starting off my indie April readathon, if I can call it that, with this. So I got this book on Amazon for my Kindle. I can't remember whether it was a BookBub deal or something like that. I honestly can't remember where I heard of this book, but the cover is really cool. I mean, like, look at that. It's really neat. So, a captivating post-apocalyptic fantasy, Pellucid Witch gives us a standard story with immersive world building and a foreboding tone that keeps you waiting for this big reveal. So what is it about? In the vast crystalline deserts of Earth's last continent, life is violent and short. Those who survive do so by preying on one another in a brutal cycle that yields only diminishing returns. Krill, a wanderer and mercenary, is no exception. The only thing that separates him from 1,000 others, the insatiable eukaryotic armor that has bound its life to his. When a vicious band of marauders steal a child from a caravan Krill has been hired to protect, he sets out to win the girl back. Little does he know, the life of the child was purchased by the Pellucid Witch, the most feared of the bandit lords to haunt the desert's caravan routes. There's a little bit more, but I think it's kind of spoilery, so I'm not going to tell you the rest. So, first of all, what the heck does Pellucid mean? In all truth, despite how much I read and write and edit, I have never run across this word before. And it means reflecting light or kind of like translucently clear. In this case, translucent makes the most sense in both the witch's looks and her motives. In that regard, the one way the novella didn't really work for me was the story itself was very much one we've seen before. The conflict and the ending were not a surprise to me at all. And I also wasn't sure what Krill was doing half the time. Like, why he was in the situation he was in, I mean. It wasn't love. It didn't seem like he was trapped. And we didn't get enough of his backstory to understand his allure of staying in this situation. So I was kind of like, but why? Yet, I will say. The world building and the prose and the tone are fantastic. You have this post-apocalyptic desert-like place where people roam in caravans and raiders take crazy drugs to attack you. And then there's Krill, a soldier mercenary who has the symbiotic parasite that lives in him, but also encases him in this fungal crab-like shell that serves as armor as well as weaponry. It is super cool. The armor also kind of taps into his brain and urges him to get food, namely people, as well as feeding off him if it doesn't eat enough of it. It's really cool. I mean, if you like Venom, it's better than Venom, I would say. It's really interesting. It doesn't talk to him, though, like in Venom, though, but whatever. The witch also has these creatures in her menagerie that help build out the world too, such as mutants called deviants that can take any form. There's like this lizard woman, there's this rock crystal dude, and there's a ghost. It's a great blend of sci-fi and fantasy, really, because the tone is just pervasively dark and brooding, but it never gets to the point where it's not like, I guess it's grimdark, but it's not like disgusting. Like, there's a lot of action and violence and fighting, but it never like goes too far, which I guess that's a line that everyone has in different spots, but for me it worked well. I will add, though, that the witch kind of fell a bit flat for me in terms of personality. I wasn't really sure what made her a witch, first of all, other than her weird skin, and she just wasn't interesting to me because she felt so blatantly, obviously evil. I think that we're supposed to view her this way, like she's the villain, but she kind of fell flat for me because, while we do learn about her motivations in the end, there's nothing about those motivations that was kind of surprising or unique. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, okay. But maybe that was the point, because the story is about Krill, less about her, and it is a novella, so maybe that's the novella thing. But anyway, though, overall, I really, really enjoyed it. It's really fun and dark and grisly, and there's lots of fighting and action. If you want a really quick kind of post-apocalyptic novella, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and you can find it on Amazon, I guess. I'm not sure if it's on anything else, but... So thank you.